The year was 2019. Remember that simpler time? Baby Yoda memes were everywhere. Old Town Road was stuck in our heads, and Elon Musk was unveiling the Tesla Cybertruck. It looked like something straight out of Blade Runner, all sharp angles and stainless steel. Musk promised it would be tough, futuristic, and revolutionize the pickup market. Fast forward to 2025, and things haven't quite gone to plan. The Cybertruck, once a symbol of innovation, is facing a global backlash. From technical issues to regulatory roadblocks, the vehicle's journey has been anything but smooth. Remember when Musk claimed the Cybertruck's windows were shatterproof? Turns out the real issue was what those windows were attached to. Nearly 7,000 Cybertrucks in the US were recalled due to loose exterior panels. Instead of good old-fashioned bolts, Tesla opted for adhesive. This adhesive, however, had a nasty habit of failing, turning body panels into potential projectiles. Imagine driving down the highway and your door decides to make a break for it. It's not exactly a selling point. And if that wasn't bad enough, there were also recalls for stuck accelerator pedals. Suddenly, the future of pickup trucks didn't seem so bright. Across the pond, the Cybertruck faced a whole new set of problems. The streets of London, with their historic charm and narrow lanes, were not exactly designed with futuristic angular vehicles in mind. The Cybertruck, with its bold and aggressive design, stood out like a sore thumb amidst the classic British architecture. The UK, known for its strict safety regulations, took one look at the Cybertruck's angular design and said, "Nope." The sharp edges and unconventional shape, which were meant to make the vehicle look cutting-edge and robust, were seen as potential hazards for pedestrians. British safety officials were particularly concerned about the risk of injury in the event of a collision. The vehicle's non-rounded edges, intended to give it that futuristic look, were deemed a pedestrian hazard. The design, which was supposed to evoke a sense of strength and durability, instead raised red flags for safety inspectors. They worried that the sharp angles could cause serious injuries to anyone unfortunate enough to come into contact with them. Imagine getting clipped by the Cybertruck's side mirror. It wouldn't be pretty. The mirrors, positioned at just the right height to catch a pedestrian in the face or chest, were another point of contention. Safety experts argued that in a crowded urban environment, the risk of such incidents was simply too high to ignore. The UK also took issue with the Cybertruck's size. This behemoth of a vehicle designed for the wide-open spaces of America found itself struggling to navigate the tight, winding streets of British cities. The sheer bulk of the Cybertruck made it a challenge to maneuver through the narrow lanes and tight corners that are so common in the UK. This thing is massive, making it a tight squeeze for British roads. The sight of a Cybertruck trying to share the road with a classic double-decker bus was almost comical. The vehicle's size not only made it difficult to drive, but also posed a potential hazard to other road users, who were not accustomed to sharing the road with such a large and imposing vehicle. Licensing requirements also proved to be a stumbling block. The Cybertruck, with its unique design and unconventional features, did not easily fit into the existing categories for vehicle registration in the UK. This created a bureaucratic nightmare for anyone trying to get the vehicle licensed and road legal. In short, the Cybertruck was about as welcome in the UK as a hedgehog at a garden party. Its futuristic design and massive size clashed with the traditional and often quaint British landscape. While it may have been a hit in other parts of the world, in the UK, the Cybertruck faced an uphill battle to gain acceptance. If the UK wasn't a fan of the Cybertruck's size, Ireland was even less impressed. The Emerald Isle, known for its charming but narrow roads, found the Cybertruck to be a bit of a squeeze. Imagine trying to navigate a winding country lane with a vehicle that's wider than a barn door. It's not going to end well. To make matters worse, the Cybertruck's weight pushed it close to the limit for standard licenses. Irish drivers were essentially being asked to get a commercial driver's license to haul groceries. It's safe to say the Cybertruck wasn't winning any popularity contests in Ireland. Section 5. Australian alienation, wildlife and right-hand drives. Down under, the Cybertruck ran into a different kind of problem: kangaroos. These iconic marsupials are not just a symbol of Australia, but a real road hazard. With their unpredictable movements, kangaroos often find themselves in the path of oncoming vehicles, leading to numerous accidents each year. Australia, home to a diverse and often unpredictable wildlife population, wasn't thrilled about the Cybertruck's rigid exoskeleton. The country's unique fauna, including kangaroos, emus, and wombats, posed a significant challenge. The Cybertruck's tough exterior, designed to withstand impacts, was seen as a potential threat to these animals. In the event of a collision with a kangaroo, or any animal for that matter, the Cybertruck's design was deemed to be too dangerous. Traditional vehicles are designed to absorb impact to minimize harm, but the Cybertruck's rigid structure could cause more severe injuries to wildlife. This raised concerns among environmentalists and animal welfare groups. The lack of right-hand drive models further compounded the issue. In Australia, vehicles are driven on the left side of the road, necessitating right-hand drive configurations. The Cybertruck, primarily designed for markets with left-hand drive, faced a significant hurdle in adapting to Australian driving norms. Australians drive on the left side of the road, remember? This means that any vehicle intended for the Australian market must be compatible with this driving system. The absence of a right-hand drive version of the Cybertruck made it less appealing to Australian consumers, who are accustomed to their specific driving setup. And let's not forget about Australia's limited charging infrastructure. While urban areas might have a few charging stations, the vast outback and rural regions are sparsely equipped. This poses a significant challenge for electric vehicles, including the Cybertruck, which require reliable access to charging points for long-distance travel. The Cybertruck might be electric, but good luck finding a place to plug it in. For many Australians living outside major cities, the lack of charging infrastructure is a major deterrent. Until the country can expand its network of charging stations, the widespread adoption of electric vehicles like the Cybertruck remains a distant dream. Section 6. China's cold-shoulder design versus safety. China, the world's largest car market, presented its own set of challenges for the Cybertruck. While not officially banned, the vehicle was effectively dead on arrival due to pedestrian safety design violations. Those sharp angles and that massive size didn't exactly scream pedestrian-friendly. The Chinese government made it clear that the Cybertruck, in its current form, was not welcome on their roads. Tesla's hopes of conquering the Chinese market with the Cybertruck were dashed before they even began. Section 7. Musk's missteps, from CEO to controversy magnet. As if the Cybertruck's technical and regulatory woes weren't enough, Elon Musk's own actions added fuel to the fire. Once a beloved figure in the tech world, Musk's approval ratings plummeted. His antics, from the bizarre to the downright offensive, alienated potential customers and tarnished Tesla's reputation. The CPAC incident, where he used a chainsaw to symbolize cutting government spending, was just the tip of the iceberg. False claims about condoms being sent to Hamas, they were actually for HIV prevention in Mozambique, and his proposal to cut the NIH budget further eroded public trust. Section 8. Political fallout, alienating the market. Musk's increasingly partisan political stances further alienated a large segment of potential Tesla buyers. His alignment with former President Trump and embrace of right-wing talking points created a rift with more liberal-leaning consumers. This proved to be a costly mistake, as only 20% of U.S. electric vehicle buyers identify as Republican. Tesla's sales, once soaring, began to stall. U.S. sales dropped, European sales plunged, and investors started to jump ship. The Cybertruck, once a symbol of Tesla's innovative spirit, became a lightning rod for controversy. Section 9. Cybertruck's future innovation or isolation. So, what's the verdict on the Cybertruck? Is it a marvel of modern engineering or a misstep in automotive design? Is it a revolutionary vehicle ahead of its time, or a cautionary tale of design over practicality? The debate rages on. The answer, as with most things, is complicated. On one hand, the Cybertruck represents a bold leap into the future, challenging conventional norms. The Cybertruck undoubtedly pushed the boundaries of automotive design. Its sharp angular lines and stainless steel exoskeleton are unlike anything we've seen before. Its futuristic aesthetic and electric powertrain captured the imagination of many. The promise of a sustainable high-performance vehicle was tantalizing. However, its sharp edges, massive size, and questionable safety features proved to be its downfall. Critics argue that its design sacrifices practicality for the sake of standing out. The Cybertruck's journey from futuristic icon to global rejection is a reminder that innovation for innovation's sake can be a risky proposition. The initial excitement gave way to practical concerns. In the end, the Cybertruck might be best suited for a future that's not quite here yet. Its bold vision may pave the way for future innovations, but for now, it remains a symbol of the delicate balance between innovation and practicality.